Discussing the top tracks from the artists we love. Top 5s with Kxvu.
Right then, people, we're back inside the building for this, another episode of Top 5s, recorded live on Trickstar Radio via Breakfast with Kxvu. Thank you for joining us this morning. Today, we've got another fantastic episode of the show in which we break down our top 5 favourite tracks from different artists from around the world. We've had some amazing people on so far. Obviously, Octavian, that was a very enjoyable one. We've done a load of other ones as well recently. We did Disclosure, we've done Bush Baby, and now we're moving into an artist on a more kind of international scale, and an artist that I've been a fan of ever since I heard her first tune that sort of blew up properly. So we're going to be getting into this one today. It is, of course, Shenseea. Now, for those that aren't aware of who Shenseea is, she is a Jamaican artist who has been absolutely smashing dancehall, bashment, and sort of everything in between over the course of the last few years. Some amazing collaborations, and someone who is very, very unique in her approach. She's a very energetic performer, always gives a really, really high energy vocal as well, and always comes up with these sort of classic sing-along tunes as well. She's an artist that I really, really enjoy listening to, and I think she's still nowhere near her sort of peak, if you know what I mean. She's an incredible artist. Her levels are always going up. Every single tune is better and stronger than the last one. The visuals she does as well are always very, very explosive. There's always a lot going on, and I think she's just a very, very credible artist on a world scale. She's got an incredible fan base as well who absolutely love her to pieces, me being one of those people, and it is awesome to see how far she's come over the course of the last 4 years, becoming realistically one of the most established dancehall artists in the world today. So what we're going to be doing is breaking down her top 5 tracks here on the show. Now, we're kicking off with a track entitled Sure Sure. Now, the reason this track isn't higher on the listing is because it is one of her most recent tracks. However, I really, really do feel this is one of her best showcasings of what she is able to do and what she does within dancehall. I think it's a very, very clean tune, and we're going to be getting into this one right about now. So don't go anywhere, people. We are live on CubCamTV and, of course, Trickstar Radio for top 5s as we break down Shenseea's best recordings. Oh, yes.
Love a little more. Give me a little more, give me a little more, give me a little more.
Absolutely incredible tune, that one from Shenseea, track entitled Sure Sure. And again, a really good introduction to what Shenseea does. She's got a really wide vocal range, I tend to find. She can do a lot more sort of melodic vocals. She is also she's good at going down a more sort of rap approach as well. So to see those two sort of elements come together on that tune is a really good showcasing, I feel, of everything that Shenseea is able to do over dancehall and bashment sounding instrumentals. Next up, we're going to be getting into this one from Shenseea. This one is one of my favourite ones as well. Obviously, we're doing a top 5 listing, and this one goes by the name of Wine. Now, this tune is a tune that if I heard it at a carnival, I would be going absolutely crazy for. Super, super high energy flavours on this one. Really cool percussion, and I feel this is just a good example, again, of Shenseea showing how she can really get a party started with the tracks she is creating. So this one, number 4 on our listing, it goes by the name of Wine, featuring Boom Boom. Don't go anywhere, people. We're live on Trickstar Radio and, of course, CubCamTV at the same time. Oh, yes. What an absolute banger that one is. Shenseea with Wine featuring Boom Boom. So we're moving forward now into the top 3 Shenseea tunes that I've selected here today. I absolutely love doing this series, to be honest with you, man. It gives me a proper good chance to really take in a specific artist and what they are doing. So we're moving forward now into a situation where Shenseea is becoming a bit more of a global artist, and this is the thing that I really enjoy about this tune. For me, this was a tune that really introduced her to a lot bigger of an American audience. Obviously, she had a bit of a following there, but this was a tune for me that really exploded her sort of notoriety over in the US. So this was a massive tune for her, featuring one of the biggest kind of hip-hop artists in the world today, of course, being Tyga. This one goes by the name of Blessed, and again, it's very carnival heavy, and it's a type of tune that is going to get a party started each and every time, and that's why for me this one currently sits at number 3 in today's listing. So keep it locked, people. As I said before, we are live on Trickstar Radio, and this is the most recent edition of Top 5s, looking at Shenseea's best tunes. Sounds of Shenseea on that one with Blessed, featuring Tyga. Again, a tune that really brought her some extended international fame. However, if we're talking about tunes that bring fame to people, I definitely feel this as a kind of breakout tune in number 2 for me is one of the best examples of using a collaboration to your best advantage, and obviously making yourself become a sort of household name off the back of this one tune. Now, this one is, of course, LOODI, featuring the legendary legendary Vybz Kartel. This, when it dropped, one of the biggest tunes in Jamaica, one of the biggest dancehall tunes realistically of the last 10 years. If we're being 100% honest, people, it's an absolute banger, and I feel this is, again, a perfect example of what Shenseea can do when she's given an opportunity like a collaboration with someone like Vybz Kartel. It's an absolute banger, and was the tune that did introduce the world in general to what Shenseea was all about, and I still play this one in dances to this day. Obviously not at the moment due to COVID, but when the dances are there, this is a tune that gets flung out every single time. Number 2, LOODI on today's list. Oh yes. Sounds of LOODI, that one featuring the legendary Vybz Kartel from Shenseea, as we hurtle towards number 1 on today's listing. Now, I think I might be the only person that has this as Shensea's number 1 tune. So if you don't agree with this, please do leave a comment down below and let us know exactly how you feel about this one. Remember, all the live listeners, this is going onto a YouTube video. So, for me, this is Shensea's best outing. This is the best example of her showcasing exactly what she can do, and it's a tune that, without a doubt, I play in every single dance. It's a tune I listen to pretty much at least once a week to begin with, and this one is, of course, a collaboration with Russian alongside Conscience, and it goes by the name of Hard Drive. It's an absolute banger, the definition of a tune that is going to get a carnival setting going crazy, and I think it's a perfect way to round off today's top 5 listing. So there we go. Number 1 on Shensea's top 5 listings. It is alongside Russian and Conscience. This one goes by the name of Hard Drive as we round this one off. So don't go anywhere, people.
Discussing the top tracks from the artists we love. Top 5s with Kxvu.